is really the only person in this region who's made this character work in the pro scene has been Godly. So, at least recently. So, gonna be interesting to see how this shapes up against the Terrorists. Both high strength characters, but Petra not quite as high on the defense.
Yeah, no, that is kind of true. What happened to Petra? I feel like she was kind of on top for a while and then just fell off. I don't know, maybe more Legends got released, but either way, cool to see Marker bringing it out here. And we are seeing a map change, I believe, for the first time since I've been casting this top 4.
Oh!
Run APOC, Kim Potential.
Oh, big down air!
Wow, what a beautiful down air. He had to literally use all of his options there. He hit the down air, relied on the chase dodge, and it worked out. Back to stage. Marker's not going to be feeling pretty good after that one.
Yeah, I mean, Marker was really pressuring for that edge guard, multiple aerial options going in there and really fiending for that KO, and Mounir just comes back swinging, racks up the damage super fast, and now both players in this KO range. Side air by Marker, not quite going to be enough to throw all the way, which is that more consistent KO tool for Petra. Gauntlets, usually you're going to have to burn a gravity cancel to find that D-Light recovery unless you hit that much tighter input if you go for the grounded version, and Mounir doesn't even have that problem. D-Light side air, bread and butter for that hammer. Going to close out the stock and looking to now get some extra credit.
You're running right in, equalizing those stocks, hitting that sidelights there. That's a pretty cool looking orb too, I like that. Sticking on the Gauntz here. Can't really tell, you know, which weapon he's leaning towards. I feel like the gauntlets are looking pretty solid. Mounir, like you said, pretty solid character pool. We have seen a lot of Taros from him as of recently in majors. I believe in both ones and twos. The double stomps there. Mounir feeling it. That's so much damage. The GCN catching the dodge back to stage. That was a speed run on that second stock. That was like 10 seconds. Damn near 0 to death. Well played from Mounir. Holy.
Dude, Marker being made to look like a training bot for that stock for a minute there. Mounir just freestyling with that hammer and making it look like a string weapon. Marker trying to bring things back here, clawing his way back into this game. They're all doing a decent job, but again, you can't trade with the Terrorists. Every single hit is just so much damage as Mounir has Marker entering the red already. But you find the 2-stock, and that's going to give him the space weapon throw as well. Marker in trouble. Mounir backing off, wants the hammer, wants the KO confirm. Marker needs something, anything to take this stock away. What? Oh.
Mounir kind of just chilling out for a second. Marker said, you know, I'll capitalize, hit the neutral stick, hits another one, still doesn't kill on Apocalypse here. A bit of a higher ceiling. Definitely surprised that second one didn't take him out. And the Orbisair still holding on to this. The reverse D-Light ground pound. He says, get out of here. You're not hitting me with that. I'm hitting you with that. And takes game 1 in Mounir's favor. Fairly dominantly too. Yeah, Marker came out good and he went out bad. So it happens. Going into this game 2, we might see a switch up. Same characters. Marker might slow it down because Mounir's an explosive player, man. Like, that's definitely how I would describe him after watching that too. He gets that momentum going on that Taros pick too. You got to be careful, man. Or apparently your ass can turn into a freaking training bot, like we said.
You know what I think happened, in all honesty, is I think Mounir really snuffed out Marker's confidence, because first stock, like last game and equally as much this game, when Marker is playing confident, when he has the confidence to go for these approaches, he's getting good hits and finding things like that side sig. But the second Mounir started to cook, Marker was just afraid. It looked like he didn't want to chance going for these more risky plays, which with a character like Petra, you kind of have a kit that's designed to go for the more dangerous stuff that can pay off quite well. So Marker needs to try and, you know, steal his mental, play that more confident game, because here, looking for the KO, just hasn't thrown out a move in so long.
Yeah, I see exactly what you mean now here, coming out from his gameplay. Seeming like he has some punishes, sometimes kind of hesitating. That GC D-Light recovery still not going to be enough, man. This high ceiling is not doing favors for Marker, because he's wanting to kill off the top with these N6, with these recoveries, not able to find it. Mounir hitting these Sairs. Another one should definitely do it. And let's see, I'm curious if he primes the Gauntz here. Takes up the orb? No, see, he's just rocking it. He's feeling either weapon. I like that.
That kind of is the difference. Ooh, that's scary. It's kind of the difference between having a Petra or having a Val, is that Val, I mean, people have, like, since time began, been comparing Petra and Val. They play a very similar role, having one to rack up the damage and one more consistent KO option, but like I've been saying this entire tournament, that Orb is a bit more of an explosive weapon than Sword. Can't kill quite as consistently, but still has those string options, and so you can prime that, you can still find some good damage, and Mounir now playing from behind. But that hammer, you can't. I mean, I understand why Mark is afraid of overextending, because Mounir is so good at pressing that advantage state.
Absolutely. I think you made a good point earlier about Godly with those weapon throws. I'm kind of seeing that a little bit from Mounir as well, like holding that pressure, closing that gap with those weapon throws when they have that momentum going. Marker with edge guard opportunity here, getting that nair. Mounir just jumping right back on stage. Marker pushing back out with that neutral light, looking for a Sair. Probably would have been in another one. Holding this corner pretty well. Mounir making it back, picking up the hammer, and the jump Sair, catching that jump. The classic off the side light. Solid 50-50 there, and he's able to find that, give him another stock lead here.
Yeah, Mounir no longer playing from the back foot, despite losing that first stock. First side light Sair, not quite going to be enough, fading low to get under the weapon throw. Catches the recovery, but Marker, GC down heavy all the way under the stage. Gonna catch Mounir off guard and equalize things up.
That's a good looking sig, man. That's always satisfying to watch. You hit that, especially at the bottom, like we were just talking about him not really committing to anything too crazy. He heard that, he went for it. Swinging hits here. The down air, another down air. Big opportunities here, holding that corner once again, going for a third one, not able to find a recovery. Might have been the wrong way there, then he caught the dodge. This side
that definitely wasn't true.
Yeah,
that definitely was not true.
Slow. We're seeing the hesitation here, maybe. I'm not too sure. The GC stomp goes unpunished there too. No, the dare off the corner. The recovery. This could totally be it. He tries to go around. Does he have enough options? Yes, he does. Smart choice from Marker going around there.
Yeah, back to an equal game here. Mounir doesn't find the GC side light, and now Marker playing his advantage state doesn't find the down air. GC side light's going to miss as well. Disarmed, and now Mounir in the advantage. Catches him off guard. The D-light into the side air. And that's going to be game 2, but look how close that damage is!
Absolutely. Especially when you look at like Star GG 2, you may see a 3-0 or 3-1, but you never really understand how close some of these games be and how in any moment it could go in either of these players', favor. We're seeing Marker swap over the Val here, and you were just talking about that, comparing that Petra to that Val, keeping those gauntlets, but dropping that orb for that sword. With some, change in stats too. He can survive a lot more defense. So maybe that'll be good against this Terros if he decides to stick with that.
Yeah, that's going to be the question whether Marco does decide to lock it in. But I did see that, Marco was running the defense stance on Val, which Val is a character where defense stance is definitely a viable choice. You become a lot more of a tank with that stance. It is going to drop down your dex to a point where I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like running defense stance just because of that lower dex sword. Sword isn't a weapon that needs dex to really function, but it's one where you can sort of feel the difference as a Val player. But, ooh, okay, actually, we're going to see a Mordex coming out. And again, less dex for the Mordex onto that strength stance. I'm actually going to Small World's End. We're going to see a legend swap and a map swap going into this game number 3. And of course, Mounir sticking with the Roman Reigns. No need to swap when he's up 2-0.
For sure. And it's interesting you talk about Dex because Mounir is running Dex stance on Terros, which is not something we see too often. So maybe he wants those, attacks to feel a bit more buttery, maybe less sluggish. Because I don't think he's getting any new true combos out of that, but it's definitely gonna feel a little bit better. Gonna be like a tiny bit less punishable. Coming out here strong, hitting these D-lights, these recoveries, these nairs. Mounir already looking pretty good here in this game 3.
I could be completely wrong, but I think I recall hearing that having dex stance on Terros gives you Enlight into sidelight on Hammer True.
Okay, I could see that like light maybe. Yeah, I could.
Lower damage, obviously.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know. Either way, I think he's just kind of feeling it, kind of fluid. Maybe it's for that true combo. Definitely could be. That's some good damage for sure. Taking that first stock, picking up this axe, hitting that silent air, going for the ground fight, hitting the dare, another dare. Look for the offstage. Ooh, goes a little bit too deep. Very good turnaround from Marker, hitting that dare. Mounir not touching, equalizing those stocks. That actually could have been terrifying for Marker, so that was a good turnaround there.
Yeah, now Marker, Scythe is a weapon we haven't seen from him so far in this set. Question's going to be if he can make it work. Hasn't had time to warm it up. Going to be all or nothing. Bringing it out in a 0-2 situation, and Mounir still holding his lead. Doesn't get the side air there, but that's a big statement to just wake up and clash with that GCD light. That's just going to KO all the KO borders on this map, and now it's looking dangerous here as Mounir pretty healthy on this second stock and looking confident.
ground pound off that D-Light he's throwing out really consistently, covering so many dodges, able to find that there. I feel like, you know, Mounir definitely might have had some godly inspiration in his gameplay. I could be wrong, but they're playing fairly similarly. The ground pound off the top would have been devious. The D-Sig, he is playing with his food at this point, man. He is just throwing out these options. Marker with the ground pound, and that is going to be it. A 3-0 for Mounir onto Marker. Nice and quick, man. Or not 3-0, why am I saying that? Yeah, he's up in there. It's 3-0. Acno pulling up with